Hi guys, and welcome to my video today. Today I wanted to go through some daily planning and how I set up my bullet journal or my Hobonichi to get ready for the day ahead. So let's dive in. So I have a completed day before, and I kind of use, if you see my other video, I'll link it up in the description. If you see my other video, I go through how I bullet journal for the day, and maybe if I do a daily planning session, that will help you guys understand how I kind of bullet journal day to day in a more kind of in-depth focus. So I'm filming in my kitchen today. The light is really bad, and it's really difficult to get the right kind of lighting. I think it's just that time of year. I'm living in England. It's this time of year. It's so gloomy. It's so cloudy outside. Anyway, let's dive in and get started. So I have my previous day set up already. You can see I did a little bit of journaling. There was an interesting documentary I watched yesterday, so I wrote a little bit about it. A little bit of journaling about something that happened at work and some gratitude, and then a couple of my tasks. So recently I've been taking it a bit easy as I haven't been very well. And I've been a bit more flexible with my bullet journal system or my Hobonichi than I have been kind of the previous months, just because of a lot of stuff going on at work and so on. So I'm going to dive in with today. Now I usually do my planning in the evening. Before I go to bed, I kind of just review the day, think about what happened, think about anything that I might like to get done the next day, any important tasks and things. And today I've kind of decided that I'm going to do it in the morning instead and walk you guys through it. So here we go, we're going to dive in. I always start kind of by drawing the weather, and not everyone likes to do the weather, but I find there's a bit of space up here and it's kind of cool to just draw it in, kind of get a record. Also, it's just kind of helps place me in the day. If I know, okay, it's kind of cloudy, it might be a little sunny later, though looking outside, I have a zero inkling. Does it ever make sense? I don't even think there's going to be any sun today. It's just so cloudy and rainy. So anyway, according to the BBC website, it's going to be sunny or cloudy. So I'm going to do I'm just going to do a cloud today, and the temperature is 14 degrees, so will be the highest, and the lowest will be 8 degrees, so I'll draw that in. So the next thing I like to do with my planning, and I use a Faber Castell PITT artist pen, and actually I'm using the fine today. Usually I use a small, but I'm running low. I need to order some more, so I'm using the fine today, and that seems I'm not sure if that's fine, if that F means fine, but anyway, I use it and it seems to work very well. It doesn't smudge like other black pens that I use, and it's archival ink, I think. So that's made with India ink, and it's not going to fade over time. Hopefully it's going to stay nice and strong. Okay, so I do my weather symbol, and the next thing I do is then, can you see the side bar here? It has our time it's basically a time tracker, and we already have noon written in, and this you can use this very freely. You don't have to do it as in every hour is used, although that's how I like to use it, just so I have a good visualization of the time. I've seen some people just block out chunks, so they have a rough idea, okay, in this part in the morning here I'm going to do this, in the evening here I'm going to do this, and some people like schedule day hour by hour, and I'm just going today, what I like to do is just write in, block out time for certain tasks. So I'm getting a bit tongue twisted today, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so today I woke up, I got up at 6:30, so I always count this as number 1, 2, 3, oops, I'm trying to do this through the camera, 4, 5, 6, and then 6:30. So I'm going to put kind of my wake up time here. So what I like to do is use some colours to designate the different times. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6:30. So let's say I got up at this time. And then I have a little morning routine of breakfast and waking up and going through some habits, planning, and I spend about an hour doing that, so I'm going to block that off there. And then I like to schedule in. I'm a music teacher and also I play piano, so I like to schedule in some practice time every day. So I use my green pen to schedule that in. Now I don't always block out time, but today I thought I would sort of dive in and do that again. Actually, it's been something that I want to do personally for a while, just because there's a few different tasks that I want to start kind of making regular habits, and piano is one of them. So let's say I'm going to do from this time, what have we got? I usually do from about 10, maybe from midday. So let's say from 10, 11, 12, so from here. And that's going to be my piano time. And I don't always do this, but if there's a specific task at a certain time I want to do, then I'll just block it off like this. Let's put that back there. And I'm going to write in today. If there's a task that I haven't been doing for a while or I need to sort of get back into again, I will write it in. So let's see. And I always write in kind of block capitals. Okay. So that's all good. And then next, I'm going to take an hour off for lunch. And then there are some tasks that I want to do related to kind of YouTube and Instagram and stuff. So I'm going to do it from 1 to 3 today. So I'm going to spend a couple of hours doing that. I also have a few work tasks that I need to complete as well. So I'll just put that in there. Okay, so of course I need to edit this video. I need to shoot it. Now sometimes I actually put in tasks that I'm kind of doing or have completed. So today, for example, I'm recording a video. So I can put that and I'm going to cross it off. So if you guys know how to bullet journal, you do a bullet point for a task that is not quite completed that you want to do, and you cross it off once you've completed it. And then I need to edit and upload. And you know, to be honest, you don't need to write every single thing out, but I really like to do that. It just helps. I mean, that's part of planning, isn't it? It's just it's nice to have everything really concise and there for you to check off and complete like once you're done. Okay, and then I have an appointment today, 1, 2, 3, or at 5:30. So here I need to book off an appointment there. And I'm going to use this colour. So I like to use kind of earthy tones, I guess maybe because it's October, I'm in an earthy tone mood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got an appointment from 5 to 6 today, a really small appointment. That's my hard appointment for today. And I'm going to write that in there. So appointments when you bullet journal are signified by circles. And I'm going to see Diana. And let's put 5:30 to 6:15. And that's that for today. So those are my hard kind of appointments and hard tasks. Over here, what I might do also is just so I've got an idea of the times that these things are occurring at. I might put in, for example, here I put 10 o'clock. Okay, so I know it's 10 to 12. Here I've got 1, 2 to 3. And then I have a bit of space, and then I have this one here. So there's a couple of other things that I really need to get done. So once I've mapped out kind of the times and the days and things that I want to do, actually I'm going to put some more things that I want to complete in this section. I don't have enough time to do that there. Now actually I'm recording the video in the morning, so I'll have time to edit and upload there. So I think I'll have time to do some Instagram as well. So I'm going to make an Instagram post. I think that will be fine. There's a couple of other things that I need to do, some kind of tidying up, literally and also professionally. use the time tracker, I'm really scheduling blocks of time that I want to make a priority. So for example, with the piano, I don't need to list out, I've got a bunch of things that I want to do there, but I don't need to list them out in this planner, because actually I have a separate music journal, which is more of a traditional bullet journal, and I think I'll do a flip through of that maybe next week as I set up for the month ahead. So watch out for that video. I'm also going to be setting up this next week for November. So yeah, I've got kind of a block of time here for my piano exercise, and then I have a block of time here to do kind of this fun blogging stuff that I love, that I've just got into. And then I have my hard appointment later on, and then it's just nice to keep track of my sleep and stuff. So I might even put here, today I woke up at 6:30, so I can keep track of that. Let's put, I usually, just to keep it consistent, you can see 5:30 to 6. I don't really need to write it again, but I'm going to do it anyway. There you go. I don't always, like today, like yesterday, sorry, I only blocked out the time for when I worked, and I didn't do any of this other stuff. But I'm going to do it for you guys today, because sometimes I do it, especially if I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or I've been struggling with my schedule a little bit. Then just really planning everything out, it really helps ground me. So next I'm going to fill in some space for gratitude, and I'm going to start using this meal section again. So for gratitude, I like to take a couple of spaces. So here I'm going to write here gratitude, and I'm not going to write anything else until the end of the day. And then underneath I'm going to do my meals. So actually today was very good. I was a great girlfriend this morning, and I made a fry up. So I'm going to put that fry up. And that was really yummy. And let's say I had 1 coffee. So I'm kind of using it the way I'm going to using the journal the way that it was written and spaced out. So I'm using the time tracker, I'm using the meals. But of course you don't have to do this, and it's so flexible. There's been days like yesterday I didn't even use the meals, I just used the space of gratitude. Just use the page how you need to, it's okay. Whatever you need from that day, you can adapt the page to it. Everything is grey, it's not hard cut, you don't need to use it this way. This is just an example of how I might use it. So I still have a bit of space, and I like this space because then I can use it for any other additional notes or tasks during the day. So what I'm going to do, I love to do these doodles just to decorate the page and kind of put into practice some of my Zen doodle stuff that I like to do. So if you guys haven't already checked out, I'll put a link in the description. There's a group on Facebook called Mindful Creativity with Zentangles, and you can use the hashtag Zen Art Challenge. And I do this every day, or I try to, and it's just fantastic. Really beautiful step-by-step guide. So I'm going to do one now for you, so you can see how it sort of works, and hopefully you feel inspired. And yeah, it just adds a little bit of beauty to the journal. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to use the colours that I have here. So what I'll do is I'll draw it out and probably speed up the video. Okay, and I also wanted to show you, once I set up my Zentangle, I filled out any prompts that I want to do, I also just go to the front of my book and double check my habits. So I've been pretty good. You can kind of see, again, every month there's kind of an evolution. I guess I haven't quite settled into my habits yet and things I want to track, and that's okay. It changes day to day, it changes month to month. As long as I'm aware, and I'm kind of, this is what the habit tracker really is for, it's just being aware of the different tasks and things that you have to complete, and whether you have whether you're finding time for it, whether you're not, like whether you need to reevaluate things. So for example, let's see, my Fitness Pal, I just haven't been using it, and I know why I haven't been using it. It's because I've been focusing more on having a healthier diet and also exercising a bit more, so that's okay. I'm not too bothered about that. Other things like YNAB, so my finance is really, I'm checking it, but I'm not completing it every day, which is really bad. So that's something I really want to work on. So I might highlight that during my day-to-day planning. And of course, I've got some extra things that I can fill out here. I filled out a couple of things already, and I'll do this later tonight once I get to my planning. And then the next thing I need to do is also just double check my appointments on my calendar for today. Let's see. Oh yes, so I have something important here. I need to change my subscription to Evernote. So yeah, what I'll do here is I'm going to write in check YNAB, update YNAB, and then also I need to change my my subscription. So let's put here, let's see, check YNAB. Let's do it at the top. And I'm going to make this important. So if you know a little bit about bullet journaling, you can use different signifiers to describe the importance of different events. So I'm going to put here check YNAB. Ah, no, it's smudged. I was just saying how great this pen was because it didn't smudge, and then I smudge it. You have to be careful with this one, I guess. And maybe it's the paper, the Hobonichi paper. It's very kind of fine. Anyway, just be careful when you're writing. Never mind, it happens. And then here I'm going to put change Evernote subscription. Alright, and I think that we're pretty much done for today. There's quite a lot actually, more than I was planning on having, which is part of the thing of planning. But anyway, I'm going to put that as important as well. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye bye. See you next time.